minor axis is equal to the distance between the foci and distance between the foci and whose latest rectum is 10. So I'll repeat the question. Find the equation of the ellipse. Find the equation of the ellipse. Refer to its center, whose minor axis is equal to the distance between the foci and the latest rectum is 10. Okay. Find the answer for it. The latest rectum is 10. X square, x by 100, y square by 50 is equals to 1. Very good. Very good. Correct. So let's solve this. One of you have got the answer. So let's try solving it. So what they're saying is, okay, so let's see. So basically what they're saying is, you have to find the between the foci, so you have to find the equation of the ellipse whose this condition is given. Yeah? So let's see. The reference to its center, whose minor axis is equals to the distance between the foci and whose latest rectum is 10. So let's see. So if suppose this is an ellipse, okay, fine. These will be the foci. So this is AE, comma 0. This is minus AE, comma 0, right? So the distance between the two foci is twice into AE. The distance between the two foci is twice into AE, okay? And this is the minor axis, and this total distance will be this total distance. They are saying reference to the center whose minor axis is equals to the distance between the two foci. So this minor axis, the distance between the total length of the minor axis is 2b, right? So we have 2AE is equals to 2b, right? So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So we have an equation. We got an equation that AE is equals to b. Fine. The first equation we got is A is equals to B. I hope this this part is clear, right? Let's look at the next part. Now what they're saying is that where its latest rectum is 10. Now what is the latest rectum? Length of the latest rectum is nothing but 2b square by A. Latest rectum is nothing but 2b square by A. This is equals to 10. So that means if I take this, so this is b square is equals to 5a. B square is equals to 5a, or A is equals to B square by 5, or A is equals to B square by 5, right? So what I will now one more equation I have. These are the two equations I got. A is equals to B and B square is equals to 5A. There is one more equation which I have, the relation between A, B and D. A, B and D, what is that relation? The relation is B square is equals to a square into 1 minus e square. B square is equals to a square is into 1 minus e square. Now what is b square? B square is already given 5a, right? Now what I have three equations. I have three equations. I have two variables. I can solve it, right? I have three equations. I have two variables. I can solve this. Just try to solve this. You should get answer as x square by 100 plus y square by 50 is equals to 1, right? These are the three equations. You can try to solve this. Just check if you can get. Right? So from here, b square is equals to a. I can substitute here. So a square into e square is equals to a square 1 minus e square, right? So e square you will get e eccentricity from first, and this, let's take this as second, and let's take this as third. Okay. So first, second, third. I will rewrite the equations. A is equals to b. A is equals to b is first. Then we have b is equals to 5a. We have b square is equals to 5a. And the third equation is b square is equals to a square into 1 minus e square, right? B square value I can substitute from here. So I will have a square e square is equals to a square minus a square into 1 minus e square, right? So this a square and a square gets cancelled. This a square and a square get cancelled. I will take e this side. So e square is equals to 1 by 2. I will get e square is equals to 1 by 2, or e is equals to 1 by root 2. If I have got the value of e, if I have got the value of e, so I can substitute in any of the first equation, the first and second. So if I have the value of e, I can substitute. So a is equals to root 2 into b. A is equals to root 2 into b. I will substitute here, and I can get the value. I can get the value of a square and b square. Understood? Fine. So just substitute this here. Okay. So this will be a is equals to root 2b. So 5 into root 2b is equals to b square. So if I'll take b, this will be, I will take this side. So this is b square minus b into 5 root 2 is equal to 0. So either b is equal to 0, which is not possible, which cannot be happening because this is an ellipse. Another one is b is equals to 5 root 2. Okay. So if you have b, you have value of a also. So 5 root 2 is b, and a is equals to root 2. So this is a is equals to 10. Okay. Very good. Very good. Harshada. Very good. Okay. So I have, this is okay, right? If you have just checked this one, then we'll move on to the next question. Okay, let's see. Uh, 2016 advanced. Okay, let's do a question 2016 advanced, and let's see how difficult or how easy they will ask. Okay, let's try. So they have given, let f1 x1 comma 0 and f2 x2 comma 0 for x1 is less than 0 and x2 greater than 0. X1 is less than 0 and x2 greater than 0 is already given. Be the foci of the ellipse. Okay, x square by 9 plus y square by 8 equals to 1. Okay, so basically they have given this condition. Now they are saying, suppose a parabola having vertex at the origin and focus at F2 and focus at F2, intersect the ellipse, intersects the ellipse at point M, in first quadrant, okay, at point M in first quadrant, and at point N in fourth quadrant, okay, in fourth quadrant. So you have to find orthocenter of triangle F1MN. You have to find the orthocenter of the triangle F1MN. Okay, I'll give you some time. Try to solve this one. This is 2016 advance. The answer you should get is minus 9 by 10 comma 0. Minus 9 by 10 comma 0. Okay. Just draw the figure first. Draw the figure first. Okay, let's try to solve this one. So x square by 9, y square by 8. Okay, so I will draw the figure first. I'll solve half, then we'll see what we are getting. Right, so this is an ellipse. X square by 9 plus y square by 8 equals to 1. Now they have given f1 and f2. f1 is less than 0, x1 is less than 0, and x2 is greater than 0. So this is f1, this is f1, and this point is f2. Okay, so first I have to find what are the foci, what are the two foci. To find the foci, I have to get the value of E. So what is the value of E? Anybody has got what is the value of E? Anybody has got what is the value of E? 1 by 3. Okay, let's check. Very good. So B square is equals to A square into 1 minus E square. B square is 8. 8 is equals to 9. 1 minus E square. So this is 8 by 9 is equals to 1 minus E square. So E square is equals to 1 minus 8 by 9. Yeah. So E is equals to 1 by 3. So if we have got E is equals to 1 by 3, if we have got E is equals to 1 by 3, then AE will be the foci. AE comma 0. A is 3. A is 3, right? So A is equals to 3. So AE will be 1. So the foci will be 1 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0, right? So these will be the two foci, right? 1 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0, right? Now what they are saying? They are saying that suppose a parabola having vertex at the origin and the foci at f2. Okay. Now what they are saying that we have to draw a parabola. If you draw a parabola whose vertex is at origin and the foci at f2, right? So this is the parabola. So this total distance is 1. This total distance is 1, right? And this will be A for the parabola. So equation of the parabola. Equation of parabola will be y square is equals to 4 into A into x. This is the parabola of this form. What is the value of A? A is 1. 4 into A into x. So this becomes y square is equals to 4x. This becomes y square is equals to 4x. Y square is equals to 4x, right? Now we have to find, sorry, this is symmetric, right? So this point will be exactly above. So this will be somewhere here, right? Right? Okay. So these are the 2 points. These 2 points will be exactly symmetric. That means these 2 points will be exactly above each other, right? And what they are saying is that we have to find the orthocenter of this triangle. We have to find the orthocenter of this triangle. Now, what kind of a triangle this is? This is an isosceles triangle. These two sides are equal to each other because it is symmetric. These two sides will be equal to each other, right? So we will just find, so this will be the median, this will be the angular bisector. They have given now a check. They have given, suppose the parabola having vertex at the origin and foci at f2. So they have given that you have to form an ellipse such that the foci is at the f2 of, is at the f2 point. Understood? Okay. Fine. So now we just have to find these 2 points, right? Now how can we find these 2 points? By equating the equation of parabola and the ellipse. By equating the equation of parabola and the ellipse. So we have x square by 9 plus y square by 8 equals to 1. And we have y square is equals to 4x. So we can substitute this y square in this equation. We can substitute this y square in this equation and we will get so we'll get the equation x square by 9 plus 4x by 8 is equals to 1. Okay. Now this will be this is a quadratic equation in x. Tell me what are the 2 roots we will get. Tell me what are the 2 roots you will get if after solving this. Just solve this till here. Just copy, solve this, and tell me what are the 2 roots you will get for x. 3 by 2 comma minus 6. Okay, so one of you have got 3 by 2 comma minus 6. 3 by 2 comma minus 6, right? 3 by 2 comma minus 6, we are getting two roots, right? So this root we will not take because this will be for imaginary, right? This is 3 by 2 because this is on the right side, so we will take only this part. We will take only x is equals to 3 by 2. After solving this, you will get two roots, 3 by 2 comma minus 6. But we know that x will be on the positive side, so we will take only 3 by 2, right? Yes. So we will have 3 by 2 comma something, 3 by 2 comma something. So you have to find the value of y. You have to find the value of y. Okay. Y is equals to plus minus root 6. Okay. Y is equals to plus minus root 6. So one of you have got, so plus, this is minus root 6 and this is plus root 6. Okay. Let's see. So if we substitute the value of 3 here, so this will be 9, this will be 6. If you substitute the value of, so y square is equals to 6, so from y you will get plus minus root 6, correct. So you will have 2 points. Okay, just check this. Fine. Okay. So I'll draw the triangle once again. I will draw the triangle once again. So this triangle was something like this. This is this point is 3 by 2 comma minus root 6. This is 3 by 2 comma root 6, and this point is minus 1 comma 0. You have to find the orthocenter of this triangle. You have to find the orthocenter of this triangle. So what we can do? We can draw an altitude from this, right? We can draw an altitude from this, right? Wherever this altitude meets this x-axis, this will be what? This will become my orthocenter. This will become my orthocenter. And why this will become my orthocenter? Because this is an isosceles triangle. This side is equals to this side. So to find the altitude, what I have to do? I have to find the slope. I have to find the slope of this line. So just we'll find the slope of this line. So this is m. Let's take m. So m is equals to root 6 minus 0 upon 3 by 2 minus of minus 1. So this will become root 6 by 3 plus 2 by 2. So this is 2 root 6 by 5. So slope of this line becomes 2 root 6 by 5. So slope of this line will be minus of 1 by m, right? And passing through 3 by 2 comma minus of root 6. Okay. So you can find this point of intersection. When you find this point of intersection, you will get the answer as 9 by 10. I guess I wrote the answer 9 by 10. Sorry, minus 9 by 10 comma 0. Okay, just find the equation of this line. Just find the equation of this line. Wherever this line intersects with the x-axis, that will be the value. Okay, that's fine. Just check whether you are getting this thing or not. If you are getting, just write yes or 1. Okay, very good, Rahul. Yes, very good, Jambu. Very good, very good. Harshada, are you getting the answer? Shweta, yes, good. Priyanka, yes. Harshada, very good. Tarani, did you get? Okay, okay. Work out fast. Right. So in this question also we can see that the question itself was not very difficult. It was just a little bit lengthy, right? And the things which they have given, they have actually used ellipse and parabola to find these 2 points. That is the only thing they have given ellipse and parabola for to find these 2 points. So this is what they will do. They will give you ellipse and parabola to find some point. Then they might want you to find 2 points, or suppose if they want you to find 1 point, they will they will ask you to find the point of intersection of a tangent to a parabola, and from there they will ask you to find the point. So that is what they will do. That is what they will do. Okay. Fine. So you can just work it out. You can just find the equation of the line and intersection with the x-axis. Very good. Okay. Now let's do one more concept. So this already we know. This already we know. We have seen in parabola also. That suppose this is a kind of ellipse, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equals to 1. If this is an ellipse, this is the vertex, right? This is the vertex, which will be, or this is which will be 0, 0, right? Okay. So this is center, and origin, center is at the origin, which is 0, 0. Okay. So if this center is shifted, if the center of the ellipse is shifted, so suppose instead of 0, 0, you have been given h, k. If you have been given h, k, then what will happen? The equation of the ellipse changes to x minus h whole square by a square plus y minus k whole square upon b square is equals to 1. And the major axis will be parallel to the x-axis. So suppose now this is h, k, and this is y-axis and this is x-axis, right? The ellipse will be exactly similar. It is just shifted. It is just shifted from its original position to the new position. Okay. So this will be the original. This will be the new equation of the ellipse. Okay. So using this concept, we'll find out. Different. We'll try to solve different questions. Okay. Suppose somebody is asking you to find out the vertex. Somebody is asking you to find out the focus and all. So we use this concept to find out different questions which they will ask. Okay. So let's see. Write down the question. The question says, very basic question. Find the equation of directrix. Find the equation of directrix. Coordinates of foci. Coordinates of foci of an ellipse. Of an ellipse, x minus 3 whole square upon 25 plus y minus 2 whole square upon 16 is equals to 1. Okay, x square minus x minus 3 whole square upon 25 plus y minus 2 whole square upon 16 is equals to 1. This is what kind of an ellipse? This whose major axis is parallel to x-axis. Major axis is not x-axis but parallel to x-axis. Okay, so find out the directrix and the coordinates of foci. Foci is 0, 0 and 6, 0. And directrix is, yes, I think it is correct actually. Yes, 0. No, 0. Not 6, 0, bacha. 6, 2 and 0, 2. 6, 2 and 0, 2. Because y-axis will also show. Okay, let's see. So suppose if we have been given some question like this, so what we will do, we'll find the directrix, we'll find the equation of directrix, and we'll find focus for assuming that this is capital X and capital Y. Okay, so what we can do, we'll assume that this ellipse is somewhere here, and okay, so I'll assume this is ellipse and ellipse with an equation x square by 25 plus y square by 16 is equals to 1. Okay, x square by 25 plus y square by 16 is equals to 1. Okay, now what I will do, I will find the directrix of this kind of an ellipse. I will find the directrix of this kind of an ellipse. Okay, so first the directrix is these lines, this one and this one. So this is this line will be x is equals to a by e, and this line minus a by e, and this line will be x is equals to plus a by e. Okay, and to find the foci, this will be the foci. So this will be a e comma 0, and this will be minus a e comma 0. Right? So to find all, a value is what? A value is 5. We already know. We just have to find the value of e. So I'll find the value of e. 16 is equals to 25 into 1 minus e square. Right? So this is 16 by 25 is equals to 1 minus e square. So e square is equals to 1 minus 16 by 25. So e square is nothing but 9 by 25. So e is equals to 3 by 5. So e square is equals to 9 by 25. So e is equals to 3 by 5. Okay. Just check, bacha. E square is 9 by 25. So e will be 3 by 5. Jambu, just check. Now, why you are getting 9 by 5? Just check the calculation. Okay, so if e is 3 by 5, then I can find what is the value of AE. A is what? 5. So this becomes 3, 0, and this becomes minus 3, 0. This becomes 3, 0, and this becomes minus 3, 0. A by E becomes, so this A is 5, 3 by, so this is 25 by 3, and this is minus 25 by 3. Okay, so this is A by E. A is 5, so this is 25 by 3 and minus 25 by 3. Okay, so this is the original. If we have the center at 0, 0, then this would be the original or the form of an ellipse which we already know, right? But think about it. Okay, now what they have done is that they have just taken this ellipse. They have taken this ellipse and they have moved this point to 3, 2. Now the center is 3, 2. That means what they have done, that suppose if I'm talking about this center, so originally if this was x and y axis, this center, now what they have moved, this center they have moved 3 in this direction and 2 in this direction, right? So the whole ellipse which was here, suppose this is an ellipse, so the whole ellipse which was here now has been moved 3 in this direction and 2 in this direction. 3 in this direction and 2 in this direction. Everybody understood? Now see, same thing happens with, if ellipse is moved, then this directrix will also move 3 in this direction and 2 in above, because this is a line, so moving above or downwards won't matter. So that means this part has also moved 3 in this direction and this part has also moved 3 in this direction. Same with foci. Foci will be again moved 3 in this direction. Suppose here were the two foci. Foci will be moved 3 in this direction and 2 in above, right? So let's see. So what I will do, minus 3, I will, first I will find the foci. So this is minus 3 plus 3 moving in this direction, comma 0 plus 2 moving above. So this will become 3 plus 3 comma 0 plus 2. So the new foci will become 0 comma 2 and 6 comma 2. Understood? So the new foci will become 0 comma 2 and 6 comma 2. Okay. The directrix equation or directrix originally were 25 by 3. Now what will be the new directrix? New directrix 25 by 3. 25 by 3 was the original, moving right side by how much? 3. So this will become 9. So this will become 34 by 3 and is equals to x, is equals to x. And this was minus 25 by 3. So this is minus 25 by 3 plus 3. This will become minus of 16 by 3 is equals to x. Okay. So these will be the new directrix and these will be the new vertex. New foci. Sorry. So just check this, everyone. Okay. If you have done this, we move on to the next one. Okay, very good. So let's move on to the next one. The question is on the same concept. You have to, in this case, you have to find the equation of the ellipse. So the equation of the ellipse, you have to find the equation of the ellipse. The conditions are given. Centered at 1, 2, having points, having the point 6, 2 as one of its focus, having 6, 2 as one of its focus, and passing through the point 4, 6, and passing through the point 4, 6. Okay. Find the equation of the ellipse which satisfies such condition. Okay, let's try to solve this one. Anybody's got the answer? The answer I will write the answer as x minus 1. You should get x minus 1 whole square upon 45 plus y minus 2 whole square upon 20 is equals to 1. You should get something like this. Anybody's getting? Okay, very good, Kavya. Very good. Priyadarshini, very good. Okay, so let's Harshana, very good. Okay, so let's start. So basically, what they are saying, the center at 1 comma 2. So suppose and centered at 1 comma 2 and having the point as its focus is 6 comma 2. So that means these 2 points are lying on which line? These 2 points are lying on the line y is equals to 2. So let's take one point as 1 comma 2 and other point as 6 comma 2, right? So this is the center. This is one of the foci. The distance between the center and the foci is AE. This distance is AE, right? So AE, what is the distance here we are getting? 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So that means the distance of these 2 points, the distance between these 2 points will be equals to AE. So first equation we got is that AE is equals to 1. Now sorry, AE is equals to 5. AE is equals to 5. Now if we got A is equals to 5, we have to find the relation. So now one more thing, that the foci and the center are lying on the same line parallel to x-axis. So that means this ellipse is nothing but a shifted ellipse from center from origin to some point else, and that point is already given 1 point, right? So this ellipse will be of the form of x minus 1 whole square upon a square plus y minus 1 whole square, y minus 2 whole square upon b square is equals to 1. This ellipse will be of this form. We just have to find the value of a and b. How can we find? What extra thing they have given? That this ellipse is passing through 4 comma 6. Okay. One equation we got is that a is equals to 5, right? One more thing which we know is the relation between a, b and e. So what we have? We have b square is equals to a square into 1 minus e square. We have b square is equals to a square into 1 minus e square, right? So we can write b square as a square into 1 minus e is what? E is nothing but 5 by a. E is nothing but 5 by a. So I can write e square as or what I can do? Simply what I can do, I can write a square minus a square e square. I can multiply this inside, a square minus a square e square. A square e square. What is a? 5. So a square e square will be 25. So this will be a square minus a square minus a square e square. So this is 25. So this is b square. So I can rewrite this equation. As, so this, if I can rewrite this equation using this information, I can write x minus 1 whole square upon a square plus y minus 2 whole square upon b square is what? A square minus 25 is equals to 1. Okay, till here everything is okay. Now what we can use? We have to find the value of a. What we can use? We can use this point 4 comma 6. Yes, very good. Very good. We can find this, use this point 4 comma 6 in the equation. Let's see. So we have the equation as y minus 2 whole square upon a square minus 25 plus x minus 1 whole square upon a square is equals to 1. Passing through 4 comma 6. So I will simply substitute 4 comma 6. So 6 minus 2, 4. So 4 square upon a square minus 25 plus this is 3 square by a square is equals to 1. Okay, so this is 16, this is 9. So this is 16, this will become 16 by a square minus 25 plus 9 by a square is equals to 1. If I cross multiply, this will become 16a square plus 9a square minus 9 into 9 into 25 minus 9 into 25 is equals to a square into a square minus 25, right? This is a quadratic in a square. This is a quadratic in a square, right? This is a quadratic in a square. We can find the value of a square. We can find this quadratic equation. So from here, I think you will get a square. You will get as 45, okay? And from here, b square you will get as b square you will get as 20. A square you will get from solving this quadratic equation, right? So you will have everything in a square. Understood? Fine. Okay. Fine. So this was based on this. Okay. Auxiliary circle we have already done yesterday, right? So we will do one question on we'll do one question on that parametric equation also. Fine. Just copy this one first, then we'll do one question on parametric equation also. Just copy this one fast. Okay, let's do the next question. So the question is, this question I will give you an auxiliary circle and on the parametric equation. Okay, fine. So eccentric angle of a point on the ellipse x square plus 3y square is equal to 6 at a distance of 2 units from the center of ellipses. From center of the ellipse is, okay. So you have to find the eccentric angle of a point which is at a distance of 2 units from the center of the ellipse. Okay. If you remember what was the if you remember the parametric equation, the parametric form of any angle was a cos theta comma b sin theta. Okay. This is known as the eccentric angle. Eccentric angle. So you have to find that angle whose distance from the center is 2 units. You have to find the angle whose distance from the center is 2 units. Okay. Let's see if you can find this out. Pi by 4. Yes, you will get 2 answers, bacha. You will get 2 answers. You will get 2 such angles which are at a distance of 2 units. Not just pi by 4. You will get 1 more answer. Yes, pi by 4 and 3 pi by 4. Very good. Okay. So what we can do? We can do this question. So first thing, if you remember, that any ellipse, if it is given, so this is an ellipse whose major axis is x-axis, right? So using this, what we can do, we can draw an auxiliary circle, right? Okay, so now let's see. First thing is that this ellipse is of the form of x squared by 6 plus y squared by 2 equal to 1. X squared by 6 plus y squared by 2 equals to 1. Okay, now they are saying that a distance of 2 units from the center. First we have to see that what is the, first we have to check that what is this distance and what is this distance. This is root 2, this is root 2, and this is root of 6. Understood? This point is root 6 comma 0 and minus root 6 comma 0, and this point is, sorry, this point is 0 comma root 2 and 0 comma minus 1, right? So we have to find all those points which are at a distance of 2 units, which are at a distance of 2 units from the center, right? So what I can do, from the center I can draw a circle whose radius is 2 units, That means you will get 4 such points, right? So but because this angle will be exactly in the same straight line, and this will be exactly in the same straight line. So basically what you can do, you just have to find this angle theta, okay, and using this you can say that if this is theta, so this will be a total 180 minus theta, okay. So you just have to find this angle, okay. So I'll give you this question as a homework, remaining we'll do in the next class, okay. The answer for this one is pi by 4, means first angle will be pi by 4. You just have to check how you will get this, okay. So if again what we can do is that if this is the point we have to find, I can draw a perpendicular, and then I can find the angle, है ना? Okay. So remaining we'll do in the next class, okay.